Good morning. So if you feel like you got a bit too much on your plate, a bit overwhelmed, and this health and fitness stuff on top is quite exhausting, consider this study. Speaking of too much on your plate, they looked at what happens when you give people bowls of soup, but some of them are refilling. Under the table, they're refilling. So you're eating them, and it's just subtly refilling. Now, what happened is the people who had bowls of soup, which were refilling, they ended up eating more. And the interesting part of this is they weren't really aware of it. They weren't any more full up. They just ate because it was there. They were having their bowl of soup and it was subtly being refilled under the table. Whereas the people who didn't have that refill, they finished their bowls, but they ended up eating less, just as satisfied. Now, the reason I'm sharing this is sometimes adding new things in, going on a big diet can be exhausting. Now, at the same time, some people are in a great position for that, and that's great. Someone's doing a lower calorie diet, and that's great too, if you're in a right space for that. If you're overwhelmed at the moment, doing a lot in, just be aware of this. Like how much is actually on your plate, because we tend to eat 80-90% of what we serve. So therefore, what you serve has a big impact. Now, there is a caveat to this. If you go too low with your portion size, you kind of know in here. It's like if you use a saucer or something, and you're like, yeah, that's definitely low, I can eat more later. So we've got to think about, right, if we're going to eat the majority of on our plate, can we fill it with vegetables first? These are more nutrient dense, lower calorie, higher volume foods. Then add the protein, then add the carbs, and add the fats. Because actually, we want to feel satisfied. We don't want to feel cheated by this. We want to enjoy our meal and leave the table full. And that's why I always love big side salads, Mediterranean vegetables, stir-fry mixes, really low calorie, but add lots of bulk and volume. Carrot sticks, peppers, cucumbers, great for the kids as well. They can pick them, the baby as well. They can just hold something and nibble on whatever. And it's good because if I'm picking then, if I finish my meal first, as I often do, I eat fast, I can then go, just pick on a few carrots, pick on a few cucumbers, rather than be like the more calorific stuff. Anyway, I hope that helps. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon.